All right. Hello, and welcome to the second webinar that we're hosting. This one, um, if you didn't catch the first one, we'll be going over some of the same things, but definitely recommend you go back and watch that one if you have any basic questions about the app. This webinar is focused on the desktop and web apps. Just going to wait a little bit for people to join. Um, I'm going to see if we have anyone in here yet. All right. So in the meantime, I'm just going to go over a little bit of the basic features. So yeah, as I mentioned, desktop and web. Planter is on a lot of platforms. And let me just share a different screen real quick. I think this is the one. All right. So if you go to planter.garden, that is our website. And you'll see up here we've got the web app, and there's a lot of other ways to download it. You can get Planter on your iPad, your iOS devices, your iPhones, any Android device that runs Google Play. Also, Android devices running Amazon Fire. And we also have the web. And I also did not mention we also have a Mac app. That is the only desktop app that we currently have. We're hoping to add Windows to that soon, and maybe Linux. I'm just waiting on some technical reasons for why we don't have those yet. But if you want to use the web app, just click the button at the top, and it'll open up the website. If you open up the website on a Mac, you'll get this thing at the top saying, "Hey, download the Mac app." It is a little faster, runs smoother. It's just how it goes. So I am going to be demoing this using the Mac app. So let me switch back to that. All right, and if you have any questions, please let me know in the comments, and I'll be sure to answer them. And my apologies, there is one of my neighbors is using a leaf blower right now, so hope you can't hear that. And Green Thumb Gardener says, hello, I say hi back. Nice to have you here. All right, so if you caught last week's live stream, you'll notice you already know a lot of the features. And all the features, there's feature parity between the web app and the desktop app. All the features that you find in the mobile app, you can also find on desktop and vice versa. Okay, thank you. Mylan says, can't hear the leaf blower. It is loud. I can hear it. Green Thumb Gardener says, if you log in, will it update wherever else you have the app? And that is correct. So I wish I could share two screens at once, but I can't. But here, if I open up my Mac app and I go to settings, you'll see I'm logged in here. And simply just log in on all your devices with the same Planter account. And whether it's on web, your phone, or even the desktop app, all the changes will sync, and including your subscription. So you only need to purchase the app on one platform. You can purchase on your phone, the web. It's the same price everywhere. And your subscription will sync. So if you don't want to, provide your payment information to Apple, you can pay on the web, and the other way around doesn't matter to me. So, all right. So that was the one key feature I was gonna say. So like, if you're having trouble and you want to use the app on multiple devices, just make sure you're logged in. It's as simple as that. So I'm just gonna go in here and just show you a little bit of the interface. You get a bigger view. Actually, I'm gonna go back to my community garden. This is the garden plan that I use when I'm actually gardening. It's just a lot easier to do a lot of these things on desktop. And the one thing that you have to do instead of on a touchscreen, where you tap and hold, you just click and long press, and then you can move things around. It's the same exact interface otherwise. So you do get a little bit easier way to add and input things. So for instance, if you're creating a note, you get the benefit of your keyboard, which is always nice. You can type whatever you want nice and easily. And just a good way to manage everything from any device you want. And now I'm realizing there's really not much else that's different. So if you have any questions for me about anything else, just let me know in the comments. I like to personally use the desktop app and the web app when I'm adding new plants to the app, and that's actually how we add plants whenever you request a plant. The way, if you're trying to request a plant, go into settings and scroll down to plant and feature requests. And here you can request any sort of plant. And if I filter it to a plant request, you can see people really want flowers. So we added flowers. Okay, so going down to tea herbs. Okay. People really want that. So we're working on adding that. We do have someone that's very very knowledgeable about herbs. I'm personally not super into herbs, but we have Samantha who writes for our growing guide, and I'm sure that she can add some of those missing herbs that would be good for teas. So, yes. And I'm looking at the comments here. One sec. Okay, the green stock layout. Green stock layout. I haven't made any progress on it since the last webinar. But if you're curious about that, anyone new, the way that I approximate a green stock is I just make a bed. There's 6 portions in each layer of the green stock. So I have a 6 square wide garden bed. And then since the layers don't interact with each other, the roots aren't touching, none of the combative or compatible properties are really going to be taking effect. I put a blank layer in between each layer. So there's 7 layers in the green stock, and then I've got them separated by empty spaces. And the one little difference, just a little difference, when you click the guide, the growing guide on web or desktop, actually just the web, it'll open up the website. And that's just because you're already on the web. The growing guide is built for the web, so might as well just send you there. So, and here's who I was mentioning before, Samantha. She's very knowledgeable about all herbs. And I accidentally just clicked that, so I navigated away. I do plan to add proper support for green stock in a future version, but that'll be part of a bigger update that allows for a lot more flexible types of gardens too. And it's gonna take a lot of coding to make that work. So don't expect it anytime soon, but it is on the radar. All right. So yeah, I'm just gonna go over. I don't think that I went over last time how to add plants. So, and this is my favorite way to add plants is on the desktop. So if you need to add a new plant, say that we don't have something that you want. Let me just try to think of everything because we have so many things now. Fruit. I don't see pineapple here. Do we have pineapple? Let's expand it. No. Okay, let's add pineapple. And some of these things you'll see admin controls. Those are just for me to see, and other people that add plants. Most people will just see this general information on downward. So We can add pineapple, pokey, but delicious. And then it's a fruit. And I believe that we actually have, yes, our very talented graphic designer created a pineapple icon that we can already use. And you can add an image. I'm going to search on the web. You won't be able to see this. But I'll find a nice picture of a pineapple and save it to my computer. Okay. I might have added this last week, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. All right. And I do believe pineapples require a lot of space, but I'm not sure, so let's research that real quick. If you've grown a pineapple, please comment how it went. I've never grown one. I don't think I ever will have the chance to, but I'm curious. Maybe I'll grow it inside during the winter to give myself a little bit of tropical goodness during the winter. So I'm just going to leave it at that. There's a few other features, fields here that you can specify. We do have a new field. I don't think this was here last week. Soil pH. So we're working on adding that in. And you can even specify a range if you want to do, neutral to basic, or maybe you could do acidic to neutral. So I'm not sure what it is for pineapple, but once you click save, there's your new plant. And let me go back to the view. All right. So that is about it. I'm actually going to wrap this up real soon. No sense going on longer than we have to. Any last questions before we finish this very short, but I don't know. It's nice to check in every week or so to see if you have any questions. So, final call. Okay. All right. Well, thank you everyone for using Planter. If you don't have Planter already, definitely download it. Check it out on the web, the desktop. Please note that the web app is reserved for premium subscribers only. The Mac app is available for anyone. That's just simply because there's server costs associated with the web app that we need to recoup. So that's why we keep it for premium users only. Yeah. All right. Happy gardening, everyone.